Hey, welcome to lesson 1 of unit 4. Today we're going to talk about leadership. And I want you guys, while you are listening to me and listening to this lecture and even going through the text, think of a time that you've been put in a position where you had to lead and become a leader, not a dictator, a leader, where you had to be an example to others and maybe the situation was planned, maybe the situation wasn't, and it just kind of fell in your lap. So think of that while we're going through the text. So we'll start off with a quote by Margaret Chase. Public service must be more than doing a job effectively and honestly. It must be complete dedication to the people and nation. Okay. So you're probably saying, who's Margaret Chase? Okay, Margaret Chase is a very, very influential person, especially in women's history. Margaret Chase is we're gonna learn about how she was a leader in the 1940s, and she laid the groundwork for a lot of amazing things that happen today. So she was one of the first women to serve both the House of Representatives and the Senate. Not one of the first, the first. Let me correct myself on that. So, little story about Margaret Chase is she was married to Clyde Smith. Clyde Smith was already in the House of Representatives for the state of Maine. She managed his office and would write his speeches. So basically, she was supporting her husband as he was in the House of Representatives. However, one day, her husband, Clyde Smith, had a heart attack. And this is sort of where it was kind of dropped in her lap to become a leader. She was then voted, there was a special election, and she was voted to fill his seat as a House of as a representative for Maine. She served 3 terms, so obviously she was good and the people had trust in her. Her biggest highlight while serving was during World War II. She started the unit within the Navy called Volunteer Emergency Services. So this unit right here laid the groundwork for women to go into the military. So that was, at the time, World War II, you're talking about, at the time, women weren't allowed to serve. And then now today we're seeing great women leader in our nation, not only in the military, but I'm sure you guys have watched the current events and you see very influential women making a difference in our current events and our nation and in our world. So Margaret Chase was one of those people that had an opportunity to support her husband, but then had an opportunity due to a tragedy of her husband dying to actually lead. So that's going to lead us to our discussion question for this specific lesson is when was there a time that you had to lead? When was it tough? Was it easy? Was it unexpected? Was it everything you thought it was? So the next step, you guys will go to the discussion question and follow the instructions there, and talk about when you had the opportunity to lead. Could be in your family, could be in a job, could be this current situation that we're in that you became a leader. But take a look at the discussion question and do everything it says. Read the discussion, read the directions a couple of times. If you're unclear, if not, please email me, call me, and look forward to seeing where you guys had that opportunity to lead. So thank you so much, and I will see you guys on the next lesson.